So these here, what we've got here is the male thread, 1/4 inch BSP. We've then got the female thread, 1/4 inch BSP. So what you do here is use these to join a hose together. Now, like I just said earlier, you've got one there, one little ring on the outside, so that means it's one wire. So these are for 1/4, which is DN6, one wire hose. Yeah, and obviously if you look at it, you'll see how it goes. That screws into the neck of it, slowly, it opens up. Like I say, so if you had a break in the middle, what you do is use 2 of these and join them together. And like I say, they're DN6, 1/4 inch, one wire hose with metal braid. So if we look at these, what you'll see is one ring and 2 rings. So these are for 3/8 hose. This is for the 2 wire, and this is for the 1 wire 3/8 DN10. So what these threads are is 3/8 BSP, and that's a 3/8 female. So 3/8 male, 3/8 female to join hose together. So what we'd have there is a 2 wire hose, and if you needed to, a 1 wire hose being joined together. But like I say, normally you're joining a hose which is same 2 wire at both ends. But like I say, it can be done if you needed to. We also have the DN12, which is 1 wire and 2 wire ferrules, and that is 1/2 inch hose. Now the threads on them, they're big again, so they're 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch female. So we'll put them together, so you'll see in a minute or two. So there's the 3/8, which about 16mm in diameter. So we've got the 1/4, DN6, DN10, 3/8, and 1/2 inch. The one that's missing in the middle is the DN8, which is 5/16, which we just don't seem to be able to get hold of at the right money. Thank you very much, Q Services, Qwashers. Q Services, Qwashers, eBay and YouTube. What we're talking about here is oars, reusable ends. So what we're looking at is a reusable end here. Now, what first part of the subject itself is oar size. So what you've got there is a DN6. Now a DN6 means that this inside diameter here is 6mm internal bore. So you've then got DN8, which is 5/16 oars, mainly used in the Qwasher market sort of place. You've then got the DN10, which is a 3/8 oars, which is bigger again, which is like that. Now, when we're talking about oars, most of the oars, what simply happens is customers come on all the time, they've got a plastic hose. If that hose is not rated at 225, 250 bar, the hose is going to be plastic hose with a nylon braiding, which you can clearly see the white strings inside that hose there. That is classed as a nylon hose, not a rubber hose, nylon. No metal braid inside there whatsoever. Now that is a DN6 hose, but like I say, you won't be able to use reusable ends with an hose like that. It can be blue, it can be black, different colours. But like I say, it's a no-no really, you won't be able to get a grip. So when it comes back to this hose, like I said before, now if it's a hose that's 225, 250 bar, you will find that the hose itself has got one metal braid inside there, which you'll see the wires very faintly. Now I've got a 3/8 here. I'm using 3/8 because it's fast, easy to see. Now that hose there, that's 3/8 DN10. You will see that there's 2 wires inside it. Clearly. What we're going to do is explain. Now as you look at this system here, you will see also one ring means that one ring is for 1 wire. So that there would go onto a 1 wire hose. Now different sizes obviously. This is for a DN6 1/4" hose. You've then got two rings, which means 2 wire. Now they're also available as 1 wire as well at times, so that would be 225, 250 bar with a single wire hose. So what we're on here now, I'm going to show you now. So same again, you've got 2 3/8 fittings ferrules, one with 1 wire, one with 2 wire. So obviously 2 wires inside there that you can see clearly. That's 1 wire. Now as you look at the shape of this system, so what we've got here is also 1/4" that I'm going to demonstrate and show you how to use them correctly. You'll see very faintly. I'm hoping that there's 2 little rings, 1 ring and 2 rings. You'll then see that that has only got 1 ring around it. Now like I say, that is 1/4" DN6, and there's 1 little ring around there. That means that's 1 wire. So that is for rubber hose that's 250 bar or 225 bar hose. Yeah. Now as you look at it, what you'll see is look at here is the actual insert itself. Now you'll see that the shape of it and how it works. Now what you've got to remember is this part that goes on the outer side of the hose is a left-hand thread, opposite way to what you normally screw something on. So it's a left-hand cack-hand thread. If we look inside there, you'll see the actual fitting, the actual coarse thread inside there. But you'll also see, if we look inside there, the thread on that side. So what simply happens is that goes into it. Now that part is left hand thread, but this screws together as normal. So what you do is you screw that in, and you'd need spanners to be able to tighten them 2 together. But what I'm going to do now is show you and explain to you how we do it. So what I've got here is a 1/4" DN6 1 wire hose, rubber, and what we're going to do is screw that anti-clockwise. What I'm going to simply do, so if we look inside it now, I'd like to think you can see the hose starting to come up. We'll continue, and we're screwing and the nose is coming up right up to the neck inside there, right inside. So what we'd simply do then at this stage is insert this into it, and screw that as tight as you can. So you would keep going with that until that thread is fully up to this neck here and it can't be screwed in anymore. Which we'll show you in a minute. Really should be using a vise, so it still needs to go that a little bit more as well, but we'll do that afterwards. Other little things you got to remember is that is, when we're talking about stuff, this is a 1/4" BSP thread, about 12mm. Certain fittings, obviously some of these, normally these that go into there are 3/8, and the 3/8 fittings that fit male and female threads BSP. But like I say, what we're demonstrating here is the 1/4 and the 3/8. 5/16, we can't seem to get all of them at the right money at times, the reusable ends. But that is demonstrating how to fit and which hose to use it with, so you're clear on the wires. Not to use, no good, it'll blow off after a period of time. Thank you very much, Q Services, Qwashers, eBay and YouTube.